Hello, welcome back to Revised You, the learning platform. Here, you can access a lot of learning materials through online as well as offline. And now, in the previous sections, we have discussed the basis of classifications and the common features of animals and a broad classification of animal kingdom. From today onwards, we are going to discuss each phylum coming under this kingdom Animalia. And as you can see, our first phylum is phylum Porifera. Okay, so we are going to study the phylum Porifera. As you can see, these are the examples for phylum Porifera. Yes, we are very familiar with these examples because during discussions on basis of classification, we have discussed about these sponges in various criteria, various points of criteria, right? So, just recollect those things that we have discussed. So, you can say that the animals included in this phylum is commonly called as sponges, right? Yes, the animals are commonly known as sponges. And what is the level of organization here? Do you remember? Yes, they are having a cellular level of body organization. Cellular level of organization. Okay. Now, what about their symmetry? Is these animals are having any symmetry? Yeah, there is no symmetry among the members of this Porifera, which means they are asymmetric animals, right? Yeah, so they are asymmetric. Now, what about their evolvement, or are they recently evolved ones? No, these are primitive organisms, which means they have evolved so earlier in the time period. So they are primitive. And what about their number of cells? Are they unicellular or multicellular? Yeah, it's obvious that these animals are multicellular, right? Now, tell me about the habitat of these animals. What is the habitat here? It's well clear in the pictures, in the examples, right? Yeah. So, they are having an aquatic habitat in which mostly are marine. Clear? So, they are having an aquatic habitat and also most of them are marine organisms. A peculiar system is present in this phylum, which is known as water canal system or water transport system. But for this we need another session. So we will be discussing this water canal system in sponges in the next session separately. Now we will discuss the common points related to phylum Porifera. Now, about the reproduction in these animals. See, in these animals, the sexes are not separate, which means there is no separate female and male organisms. Hence, they are known as hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite organisms, which means the single animal acts as both male and female. So, here the gametes are both type of gametes are produced by this single animal only. Clear? So what is meant by hermaphrodite? Yeah, the egg and sperm is produced by single animal, right? Single animal. So in phylum Porifera, there is both sexual as well as asexual reproduction present. So here sexual reproduction is by means of production of egg and sperm. but it is produced by the single organism. There is no separate male and female organisms in sponges. So what about asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction is by means of fragmentation. See, fragmentation, where the organism produce some fragments from their own body, and this new fragments or these fragments are developing into an adult directly. This is by means of asexual reproduction. So we have already told that sexual reproduction is by means of production of male and female gametes by this single organism. Here, the fertilization of this male and female gametes is internal. That is, it is happening inside this body of this sponges. And the development is indirect. Indirect development means there is a larval stage present. The zygote is not directly developing into an adult, but there is a larval stage present in between. So, the generally two types of larvae is there, and the first one is known as Amphiblastula, a type of sponge larva, and the next one is Parenchyma. Here, this larva is distinct from the adult form. It is morphologically distinct, and also we have studied that the larva of sponge is motile, which means they are mobile, they are moving. But the adult stage of sponge is sedentary. Yes, they are stick onto a surface. So I hope you remember those. And this is about the general characters of sponges. And look, this is an example for sponge, which is known as Spongilla, and another example is Euspongia. See, and another example is Cycon, right? So these are the examples for sponges, and that's all about the general features of this phylum. But we have to study the water canal system in sponges because it is a special system found in this category, and that we will discuss in the next class. So thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye.